Hello, Steamboat. How you doing? Got a new show for your viewing. Having breakfast, just keep chewing. And with your support, we'll be cruising. Hello, Steamboat.
After all the jacks are in the boxes, and the clowns have all stacked.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Nick Lagorga. I'm here practicing another song for my show on YouTube, Good Morning Acoustics. You can follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Acoustics, or you can give me a like on Facebook at Good Morning Acoustics. Thanks for watching.
Hello, Steamboat is recorded live from the Chief Theater.
Hello, Steamboat. It's me, TC, coming to you live from the Chief Theater in downtown Steamboat Springs, episode 20. Me and Merrick having a good time talking hockey, lacrosse, golf, camera angles, CGI. That's what we do. It's our production meeting. Hope you guys are having a good Friday and had a good week. I don't know what the heck to do this weekend, but I'm going to relax. Rick and I were just talking. I got to go purchase Black Panther, and I want to see it again. Like I told you guys, I saw Infinity War. I'm a Marvel guy, and I could have used a little more Black Panther, but some of the Marvel people, aficionados, have told me, Tony, they can go any way they want with these storylines. You're going to get plenty of Black Panther. I'll take it. Then I mentioned Deadpool 2. My man Rick says to me, I haven't seen Deadpool 1. Yeah, I'm calling you out, homie. Shocked, appalled, flabbergasted. You could just rent it or something, man. Just catch up. But Deadpool 2 is coming out, so I'm in a quandary here, you guys, because I know you've heard before. My little 8-year-old, Cooper Counts, going on 28, loves the scary movies. He and Mom have no problem watching Paranormal Activity and Ghost House or whatever, anything else that scares him. And he likes his Marvel. And I toy, PG-13, I toy with that a little bit because it doesn't scare him. I don't think he's really influenced by violence. He's not picking on anybody. I think the teachers and his friends and everybody likes him. So I'm torn if I should let him see Deadpool 2. Merrick's giving me a look like don't do it. So that's fine. Rick, I take your opinion. I have a feeling I'm going to take him to see it. I'm sorry. This is going to happen most likely. Mom's going to take him to see The Quiet Place, which is even crazier, I think, but he loves the scary stuff. I'm hoping, and I'm still wondering, if Stephen King, when he was little, was watching, what was back there? The Birds. Remember that movie? Or even maybe the original Exorcist. I'm sure Stephen King was probably in his teens, late teens at that time. So I'm wondering if any of those guys that wrote the scary stuff, if they were into it as little ones. I never liked it. I think I've told people before. I saw The Exorcist when I was young at a drive-in in the backseat of a car, and I was extremely scared. And to this day, I still don't like The Exorcist. None of the remakes, none of them. None of them. Don't like them. So that's my little rant. Weather today, I told you the other day, they tell me 70s and cloudy. I saw blue skies early this morning. I was feeling pretty good. Got on my 2019 Under Armour here, lightweight. My agent, Kevin Reese, brokered that deal with Smartwool. I appreciate that, homie. But there's going to be clouds, which I think means rain or possible thunderstorms in spots, as Christina has told me before. Thunderstorm in spots. Might not even be here. Might happen early in the morning somewhere, pass through us. It'll miss us. Happen again later in the evening. So enjoy the day if you can. I know my wife's been getting out, getting the lawn watered at a nice time, a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the afternoon after work. So you guys keep doing that. Remember to lock up your trash cans. The bears are roaming. They're awake and they're hungry. Guest today. I I got my man Vlad and Chase coming in. He's going to give us a little lacrosse pregame, our Steamboat Springs High School. Let's go, Sailors. If you're traveling down to Golden to watch them put it on the Knights, I think it's Golden Knights maybe? Demons, the Golden Demons. If you're going to go put it on the Demons down there, wear red. Let's support. Let's travel big. But Vlad's going to give us a little pregame and what to expect from the next round of the lacrosse high school playoffs. And I also want to pick his brain a little bit about the NHL, see what he thinks going on in the next round. I think we've got Winnipeg. Took out the Predators last night by PK Subban. Yeah, I like you, but I don't like you. That's going to be a great series coming up, Winnipeg and Vegas. We'll see what Vlad thinks about that. And he also got to go to Utah to call the NCAA Lacrosse Club Championships, or tournament. And so I want to pick his brain on that a little bit and see how this lacrosse thing is blowing up around the region. I also got Classic Air Medical coming in. I don't know if you guys heard a little news that Shannon put out the other morning as well, and I think you can see it on Facebook, of which we are streaming live, Facebook and YouTube. Classic Air Medical is celebrating a little 30th anniversary, I believe, coming up in June, and they will also be making an appearance at the Summer Concert Series. So we're going to talk to Chad and Nick, who operate out of the Steamboat base here. They also have a base in Utah, and they supply parts and equipment needs to helicopters all around the area. So I'm going to pick their brains a little bit and see if we can schedule ourselves a flight. Merrick wants to get up into a helicopter, so do I. See what they actually do. And then we're going to be open a little bit. I got some invites out to some people. We'll give you little happenings, let you know what's going on in the world. And I got to give a shout out as well, Cabaret. I found the program right here, and they're not around this early, so I might grab a shirt too, maybe mess with their stuff in the back. I don't know. I heard through the grapevine last night, they killed it. All right? Killed it. 2 shows, 6 and 9. 6 o'clocks are sold out, you guys. 9 o'clocks, might be some tickets still available. Get on it if you want to see this, all right? And there's still a show tomorrow. But Cabaret, whatever floats your boat. And I just, real quick, want to give a shout-out to the cast. See if I can do this. Because there's a crew, guys. Listen to this, all right? You got Scott Parker and Ryan Fleming, directors. You got the band, Willie Samuelson, Ray Powell, Randy Kelly, and Andy Pratt. Okay? Now, here you go. Kirk Agner, Haley Berg, Diane Bertini, Maggie Crane, Natasha Carnes, Trish Carpenter, Katie Carroll, Kristen Cronin, Michael DeNova. And we want Michael back. We're going to do a little dating game with Michael, right? Did we get a thumbs up on that? I've got like 12 girls that want to meet him, so we got to vet this down to 3. I don't know how. Maybe we'll let Mike do a little random out of the hat. Alexa Donahoe, Joe Haynes, Chris Hammond, Brooklyn Hughes from Golden Leaf. Nice to see you out there. David Jolly's in there, Heather King, Lizzie LaRock, Katie Moore, good on ya, Halea Nudie, Mallory Parks, Paulina Petrak, Paulina, Allison Pleen, Caesar, Rosati, and Ross, good to see you back, and Artie Smith. Hey, Doug Smith, Kaylin Smith, Chris Tish, Chris Wadopian, Ashley Waters, Danielle Weekly, and Patty Zimmer, Kelly Anzalone on the sound, lights, etc. Hey, that's your Cabaret crew, you guys. Get down and check them out, because I know they're putting it out here for us. A lot of local stuff. Gonna make you laugh. I think the more you drink, the funnier they are as well. Kind of like our super fun show theme, which, hey, we'll be right here on the stage June 9th, so you can always come check us out. We've got a good crew. Some of the Cabaret crew will be in the super fun show. We'll bring you some Jazzmere dancers as well. We don't charge. We ask you to donate because we take our proceeds and donate to local nonprofits around, and different members pick a profit or charity that they want to donate to. So that's what we do. We'd love to have you come down June 9th. I think we've got like a 7:30 show or something like that. So thanks for hanging out with us. Remember, if you've got comments, feedback, suggestions, hellosteamboatshow@gmail.com. And I got to get a happy birthday to my pops in Polson, Montana. Bevan, love you, Dad. Hope you have a great day. Chill out. You and Mom, put your feet up if you can. Enjoy the day. And Coop and I and Kelda will try and get up there to see you soon. Hey, stick around. We'll be right back with some more Hello Steamboat. Hello, Steamboat. How you doing? Got a new show for your viewing. Having breakfast, just keep chewing. And with your support, we'll be cruising. Hello, Steamboat.
After all the jacks are in the boxes, and the clowns have all stacked.
What's going on, everybody? My name's Nick Lagorga. I'm here practicing another song for my show on YouTube, Good Morning Acoustics. You can follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Acoustics, or you can give me a like on Facebook at Good Morning Acoustics. Thanks for watching.
Hello, Steamboat is recorded live from the Chief Theater.
Hello, Steamboat. It's me, TC. How we living? I'm doing great on a Friday. Episode 20. My house. Just kicking back down here at the Chief Theater. We pilfered the cabaret set. They had a bunch of stuff out here. I had to move a bunch of stuff early. I got here early just in case. I can't believe they did that, but I can't. It's our stage. It's a community stage. And again, I appreciate them allowing us to hop on here. But let's talk about some ice and some lacrosse sticks. Can we do that? Vaughn Chase, get over here. Finish him. Isn't that what they did in Mortal Kombat? I like that. What's up, buddy?
Hey.
You awake?
Barely.
You still didn't bring me my jacket. Thought we had a discussion about this. You made a shout out. I made a shout out.
I tried.
You didn't try, did you?
No, I did.
You did? What did they say?
They're like, that's a no.
Oh! Hey, Coach, you can come on if you want. Got one of your players, Lowen. He's a regular. He's earned a jersey. That kid's kind of remarkable.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, did you slip him in? Did Harvey find him? Did he intern with us a little bit?
He did that himself.
He did that himself.
He was just
initiative.
he was very proactive with it, and
because I said I've seen a lot of kids come in there, and I don't know if they get intimidated by the bright lights and the microphones, but I see them and then they're gone.
Yeah.
He came in and he's staying.
It was pretty interesting because he did a lot of basketball with us.
Oh, he did?
The two of us were doing it because Jim Miller, obviously had a lot of stuff that was on his plate. Right. A lot of really good stuff.
Absolutely.
Meetings with some greens. And so it was pretty good. And he came in, he had some stuff that he has to work on, obviously. Yeah. All of us do.
Always.
But man, the kid's mind is pretty incredible.
Yeah, it is. He's nonstop. But you got to head down. Are you heading down to Golden?
I am. That's why I was pushing the the plate here, walking in soon.
What? I mean, they don't fly you down?
The private jet actually is getting some work.
It is
done. Yeah. So
understandable. Mm-hmm. I thought they'd have it ready.
The hangar door actually, it's a really weird thing, but the hangar door is not able to open.
Oh,
yeah.
So we're grounded first.
Grounded.
Get that fixed.
Grounded. Right. Yeah.
So you'll drive down?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm so excited, man.
What do you think?
I was looking at the bracket, and here's how it shakes out. Dawson's the number 1 seed.
I heard.
So I haven't seen them play, so I actually don't know how they are. But obviously, being a number 1 seed, I mean, you earn that throughout the season.
Sure.
But if there's a team that can beat them, it's Valor. And Valor's playing them, so there is a number 8 seed. The thing that's so strange sometimes with these front range teams, and we saw it with Conifer, is that they're seated so low because they're in these conferences with such powerhouses.
Right.
And so then their RPI doesn't suffer as much, and they get into the tournament, but they're going to be a 13 seed or an 8 seed like Valor.
And they should be in the top 5.
They could be, right?
That's
it's correct how it's worked out. It's just a matter of a little deception because you're like, well, Valor, like it's Valor.
Are we legit in our seed ranking?
We are. So that's the thing, right? If Valor upsets Dawson, and we can beat Golden, which we can. We played them to a tough game earlier in the year. We lost to them here, but if we do that, we will play at home in the semifinals. So that would be sweet.
And as Lowen had pointed out to me, Conifer beat Valor?
Conifer beat Valor, but it's so hard, right? You're in this and you're like, okay, early season.
Right. Oh, okay.
So there's a lot of
learning,
definitely. So, but they did. I mean, they beat them. It's just like we beat Cheyenne Mountain, right?
Yeah.
It's this whole thing where there's a lot of teams in there, and I'm looking at both the top half of the bracket where we are at, and the bottom half, and I don't want to like get too ahead of myself, but I can see us in the championship game.
Oh man. Do you get to go down and call it on our behalf down there?
Absolutely.
Oh,
so
man.
it'd be pretty sweet. What happens is if we win this one, we'll play on the 16th, which is next Wednesday, and that's going to be against Dawson or Valor.
Valor here or Dawson there.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And then the championship, if I'm not mistaken, is actually played. It's at one of the stadiums.
Get out.
Yeah. It's at one of the stadiums. So that would be ideal. It might be Sports Authority.
Weekend? Is it a weekend game?
Friday. So it'd be the 18th.
It'd be it.
Yeah. So I'm really excited. The thing with this team is we saw it yesterday. I just came back. I was doing some calling of college lacrosse.
We'll get to that.
But it's interesting to come right back into this one.
Yeah.
And for no fault of their own, it's a slower pace.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa. And knowing Steamboat like I do because I've called most of their games this year.
Yeah.
You know they've got so much more to give. And so, I mean, a 0-second goal to tie it up.
And what, 36 seconds
right,
prior?
36 seconds on the clock before. So Davis Peterson finally comes alive at the end. That's what clutch guys do.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, to have that sequence of events leading up to what eventually was an overtime winner by Kieran Hahn, unbelievable.
Who's calling the game with you? Who's in there with you?
Just me.
Just look.
Yesterday it was Patrick Sumner, or the other day.
Okay, the other day, Patrick. Now, if I recall, when you would give the play over to him, we scored. Is that what I was hearing?
No, the other team scored.
Is that what was happening? Every time you gave it over to him, they scored.
I gave it to him a couple times
and
early
they scored.
On, and Conifer scored, and he's like, I better stop doing it.
Yeah, okay, that's what was going on. And your call was awesome.
Thanks, man.
It was you. Your passion is. It's not like your report. I think was Drew trying to give you some grief.
He always, man.
He does. He's jealous. You know that. He's jealous. So let Drew be Drew. He wants to be on more. Not many people like him. And it's hard to get him off the couch this early.
I mean, I'll take this couch. It's pretty comfy.
Absolutely. So your call was incredible. Slip into this college thing that you got to do. Because I was telling Merrick, he's a lacrosse head. Is it a stick head? Are you guys stick heads? What do you call lacrosse guys? Stick heads?
Sure.
I was telling him what you got to go do.
Great.
Explain what you did over in Utah real quick.
So it's the MCLA National Championships. It's club lacrosse.
Right.
So there's NCAA and then the MCLA.
Okay.
Top teams in that, D1, there's D1 and D2.
Right.
Top D1 teams would be middle to bottom NCAA teams.
Okay.
They're not very competitive. And that's just because the NCAA, really it's the resources.
Sure.
Right. They have full-time coaching staffs. They have the better, picks on these players, and
they got monies to get these players to the school.
There's so much more. It's all about resources on
Sure.
that. You give some of these teams resources like an NCAA team, and they'll be able to be way more competitive.
Okay.
There was a team I called Dayton that had played more games than they had full practices with everyone there. Because of scheduling, because of their field scheduling, there was more games played than fully attended practices.
And how was that team?
They were pretty good. I mean, they had some ballers. They couldn't win in the first round. They lost, but they were an underseeded 10 seed.
Okay.
And so that's just one of those where it's frustrating at times because these guys could be awesome, and some of the kids would definitely be trimmed out of the programs if they were going, but there's also some real good players.
And would
Michigan
other players
State,
come to that school if they had more
well, right,
resources?
yeah, exactly.
Possibly,
That's
right?
just what it is. I mean, it starts to become more of a draw. But there's one kid on Michigan State, Osterink.
Okay.
And I was like, Osternak. I was just butchering his name the first game. And we had a live Twitter going, and they were like helping us out. It was pretty funny. But he was, and my color commentary guy was awesome. Played for BYU, coached him for a few years after that. And he's like, that is an NCAA talent. He could go play anywhere.
Wow. And now, how about the name? You mentioned a name. I want you to tell the story about people not knowing who you were, you not knowing who.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, please tell the story.
So, Ryan Powell, a lacrosse legend, right?
Okay.
I mean, like,
Bob was the coach.
it's
when he was
just,
a kid.
yeah, it's just. So I come from a hockey background. You know this,
Yeah.
and everyone watching knows this. But man, I've gotten into the lacrosse game so much.
Yeah.
I'm calling it here, and I didn't know who he was. And so this guy comes up on the first day, and I was just calling the first 2 rounds. The semis happened yesterday. Finals are tomorrow. But man, I felt so bad because this guy comes up. And he's like, "Hey, do you know is Ryan over there?" And I'm like, "I actually don't know who that is." And he gave me this look. He was just like, "What are you doing here?" I mean, he didn't say that, but
Right,
his
but you could
eyes
see it.
told the story. And I was like, "Oh, okay. He might be. You can go check."
Did you ever introduce yourself to Mr. Powell?
Oh yeah, we've talked, and,
Yeah.
and I told him that story, and he was just like, very humble.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh man, I don't know what you're talking about," but I'm like, "Yes, you do."
Yes, you do.
So
All right.
that was pretty funny.
Excellent. Give me your NHL roundup here.
I love
Winnipeg.
it.
They did it last
Oh
night.
man, I was.
You told me that. I think you said that was going to happen.
Yeah, but I was wrong.
Okay.
I was wrong.
There you go, say
I'm,
that.
I'm okay to admit that.
Okay.
I was thinking that Nashville wouldn't push it to 6 games.
You
I
did
was
say
thinking
okay.
they'd be a surprise. But Nashville's a good team. They weren't playing well. 5-1 yesterday. They had to pull Rene.
Yeah.
Again, that's not
What
the
is
first time
that?
it happened. It's just a lot of hockey. He's
Yeah.
getting a little bit aged, but
Okay.
really, it's a team effort. When you see a goaltender that sometimes struggles like that,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily just him. He's a Vezina finalist this year again.
Right.
It's more so the team around him. And so,
And did I see President's Trophy winner knocked out for the third year in a row?
yeah.
Second row? That
Yeah.
you've told me before. That's bad luck.
Harvey will preach that in your ear,
Yeah.
and normally it is, but you look back, too, and there's
There's
plenty
been
of
some winners.
teams that go no further than my Avies, baby, right?
Yep.
In that 2001 season.
2001. All right. Jets, Vegas. Who you got? Right?
Jets.
Really?
Yeah.
The Vegas run ends?
I think that Vegas would have a much easier time against the Nashville Predators, and I think the Jets are going to do it. It's the big-bodied style and the skills that accompany that for Winnipeg. They're going to fall short in the finals, but I think they're going to get there.
Okay. And then Tampa Bay, Washington?
Tampa. I've got Tampa winning it all. Tampa's on a roll.
What
They've
about your boy Ovechkin?
Yeah,
Who
my
likes him?
favorite.
Yeah.
I'm equally as surprised that they beat Pittsburgh in 6.
Right.
I'm thrilled about that.
Yes.
Really funny tweet from the Stanley Cup.
Yes. Did
Did
you
you
see it?
see? That was so
Let me
funny.
think. It's been a great 2 years, but it's
But
time
I think
we
it's time we see other people.
the
That
Stanley
was
Cup.
fantastic.
That was excellent.
But yeah, I think that was pretty fun to watch, and I love that Ovi. The last time I was on, he knocked it in, and we love that. But
One more. Marchand with the licking.
oh gosh,
Can you please go ahead and tell him not to do that? 'Cause
yeah, I could, but the NHL did, and he still did it. So it's like, what are you gonna do? Even he's like, I need to clean up my play. That's one of the most frustrating players, and that's one of those cases I wouldn't even want him on my team.
Okay, so Harvey was giving me that you want him on your team. You don't want to play against him.
No, you don't.
You don't want him on your team.
That's such like that. There's a line of antagonism that you try and toe, and you try and get under people's skin.
Of course.
There's a lot of players that you're like, I don't like that guy, but I'd love to have him on our team. That's
Yeah.
what Harvey's talking about. That guy is so skilled, and it's just so frustrating because he's a little bit undersized, and he's had to get here through doing some of that crazy stuff.
Okay.
But now he's here, and now the game has changed, so he could.
He didn't have to do the
He
crazy
could
stuff.
score 50 goals. He's skilled enough, and he plays with 2 awesome players. He's with Pasternak
Yeah.
and with Bergeron. You do that, you can score 50 goals. His skill level will equate to that. And it's just like, are you kidding? So that's where the frustration just really boils over for me. And I think it's just his history. Growing up, he needed to do that to get to where he was. And that guy just frustrates me. Anytime you're cup checking anybody in
Yeah.
the professional leagues, and
Yeah.
he's been fined 7 times, 5 of them under the waist.
Yeah,
That is just...
that's disgusting.
Yeah.
All right. Have you seen Deadpool?
Is it out?
Deadpool 1. Did you see it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Rick.
I thought the second one was coming out
It
on
is.
the 18th.
It is. We were trying to figure out why Merrick hadn't seen the first one. Lisa Popovich, thanks for giving Merrick a shout out. Tell him to get his tickets and go over go rent it at least, right? Blods, thank you. Good luck. Go Steamboat, travel, wear red.
That's right.
We got this tonight?
Just wear clothes and come on down.
Wear clothes and come on down.
We're at the North.
Are you taking people down?
NAAC.
Anyone riding down?
You need a ride?
No, I'm going to stay here.
All right.
I got daddy duties.
Offer came.
We'll see you next week. You give us the recap?
Absolutely.
Hello, Steamboat. Stick around. I got Classic Air Medical in the building, and we're going to see if we can land the chopper on the stage. Hello, Steamboat. We'll be right back. Hello, Steamboat. How you doing? Got a new show for your viewing. Having breakfast, just keep chewing. And with your support, we'll be cruising. Hello, Steamboat.
After all the jacks are in the boxes, and the clowns have all stacked.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Nick Lagorga. I'm here practicing another song for my show on YouTube, Good Morning Acoustics. You can follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Acoustics, or you can give me a like on Facebook at Good Morning Acoustics. Thanks for watching.
Hello, Steamboat is recorded live from the Chief Theater.
Hello, Steamboat. It's me, TC. And as promised, I've got Classic Air Medical in the building. Introduce yourself, please, sir.
Nick Hershef, flight nurse out of Classic Air Medical here in Steamboat.
Yeah, and I'm Chad Bowdry, Director of Customer Relations.
See, I was so off. So one, I said Chad Boudre. I thought you were French.
I like that better, but my father is ruined it.
Okay, so he's not French then. And then we were digging your name. I'm like, Nick Hershaft.
You got it right there.
Really?
That's good. Yep, you got it.
Yeah, nailed it.
It's rare.
Yeah, I was like, that's a cool name. Like I was like, Nick Hershaft.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you got it.
Yeah, all right. And where are you originally from?
Just outside Philadelphia, a town called Westchester, Pennsylvania.
Wait a minute. Are you a Boston fan too?
No.
Beautiful.
You got it.
Good to have you there. It's
Yeah.
perfect. That works. Straight Philly.
Yep.
Got yourself Super Bowl.
You got it. Yeah, we're stoked.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Well done.
Yeah.
Chad, how about yourself? Where are you from?
Grew up in Denver and been here in Steamboat for not quite 30 years yet.
Okay, and that's always my next question. How did we get you here?
I moved here because of skiing. I just moved here for 1 year. and have stuck around, did some of the college stuff in between,
Yeah.
finally finished it all up, and got involved with the schools here. I was actually a high school teacher for a number of years, and then Winter Sports Club for a number of years, and then through search and rescue, rolled into the Classic Air Medical thing.
Okay, so I remember, I think I've been here since 2000, and I never had seen the helicopter around so often, and then all of a sudden, there it is, and there it is again, there it is. And I'm like, okay, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? We're really helping some people. We're reaching out. Explain how that influx of helicopter activity increased over the years.
Well, in two ways it increases. Obviously, taking more patients out of here, where before a lot of times the companies out of the Front Range were taking them a lot more by fixed wing. So you wouldn't hear that so much, just coming into the airport
Yep.
and then transporting from the hospital by ground. Or they were only coming in, take a patient out of the hospital and going right back to the Front Range, and that was it.
Yeah.
Where now, with Classic Air moving into the area, they came and introduced themselves and said, hey, we want to put a base here. We want to put a base where the people are, where they need it most, and have a much faster response. We can get here to the hospital in 12 minutes, where coming from the Front Range is an hour or
Right.
so.
Okay, and what's the flight from here to Denver then for you guys?
Was it right around 55 minutes?
Yeah.
From here to Denver General, Denver Health.
And as I always say, if I just wanted to rent a ride and have you fly me down to a Bronco game, how much would that cost me?
On an hourly basis,
Yeah.
less than 2,000.
Less than 2,000?
Yeah. Probably do that for. But we reach out to so we do have different helicopters. We wouldn't take our medical helicopter
perfect.
out for
Okay.
that. Because we like to leave our medical helicopter in service
Yeah.
in case something happens in the community.
So you got a little transport copter for us?
Yeah, so we have these, they're more like corporate
Yeah.
side of ones, and they fit more people as well. Where this one we can really only fit 3 or 4 people
Okay.
in it, where the corporate one we can fit like 6.
Merrick, we got that in the budget?
And
Not
heli
yet.
skiing. If you ever want to go heli skiing over in Utah,
Merrick,
that's all that.
we got that in the budget.
Yeah.
You got that in the budget? Awesome.
All right.
I'll help take you.
All right, Nick, how did we get you involved then? Lay it on me here.
Steamboat,
Yeah.
same thing. Came out for winter skiing. You know it. I had a friend out here. He came out right after high school. So then he bragged about it, always snowing, all that
Right.
stuff. I grew up skiing East Coast. So after I'd gotten a couple years experience, I said, all right, I'll come on out, spend a winter, and 8 years later, here I am.
Stuck it in.
Yep.
All right.
Just love it. It got me.
Flight nurse, lay that on me, the responsibilities. I feel like you are more important than people probably realize.
That could be the case, yeah. It took they want you at least 5 years experience to kind of start getting into it with critical care. So
Okay.
I've got ER experience, I've got ICU experience, and then, I've done a few wilderness EMT classes and stuff like that. They got me qualified for the job. But yeah, there's a lot going on. We do the scene calls, we do some search and rescues.
You do.
And then we do mostly hospital transport. So you
Okay.
have to be pretty well versed with the common medical stuff.
And now, you're in the back of your mind since a youth, hey, I want to be in helicopters, I want to save people's lives. Where did this passion for you come from?
I started as an EMT at 19, on my way through nursing school.
Okay.
I met a flight nurse then, and it's always been in the back of my mind,
Yeah.
although not sure if it was ever possible. Moved to Steamboat. We didn't really have a flight program, so I was glad and happy working at the hospital here. I still do.
Okay.
And then with Classic coming in town, I was definitely intrigued, and I was like, okay, now I can merge my dream of living in Steamboat here with the flight nursing. So this has just been great.
Awesome. And now, let's talk 30th. Is the 30th
Yep.
coming up? Lay it
Yeah.
on the people.
Yeah, our 30th is coming. We started as a family company. Mark Henderson started the company out of a need on Lake Powell. And of course, a lot of us from Steamboat head down to Lake Powell and all that. And it's a really remote area.
Right.
So they had their young son at the time. I think he was in his teens. One of his buddies, they were climbing up some cliffs, and he fell back, broke his back. Super windy day. Didn't want to take the power boat down the lake because of how bumpy it would be,
gosh,
with the broken
yes,
back.
yes.
So they took the houseboat down, hours down the lake to get back to the marina, and then to get into Page, and then to get down to Flagstaff Medical Center. So they had a helicopter at that time that they were using for different tour stuff and different fire contracts over in the area. I'm like, man, we should medically configure this, get some EMTs on board, and so that's what they started back in 1988.
Wow.
So our Tony who is our CEO now, Mark is his dad.
Okay.
So it is still a family-run company, which is pretty fantastic for all of us getting to work with the family.
Absolutely. And now, summer concert. You guys like music, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
What the heck
Yeah.
is this about? What are you doing?
So for our 30th, on June 30th,
Yeah.
which conveniently enough is also my anniversary with my wife, but not quite our 30th. yet.
Congratulations.
So yeah, it's going to be a pretty fun event. We're coming in with the free concert series. We're going to park up there on the backside of the knoll there at Howelson, and help celebrate our 30th and the kickoff of the free concert series.
That is amazing.
It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
Was it just, hey, bring it in and land it? And I don't understand. How did that come together?
These guys really thought of it.
Really?
Nick and Glenn thought
Lay
of
it
it.
on there.
Yeah, the company, we've got multiple bases, and they sent out an email saying, hey, let's start thinking of ways to celebrate our 30th anniversary. So we got together on our maybe February base meeting. I threw it out there with some of the local guys and talked about the concert. That came up, and we were like, yeah, let's do that. And of course,
man.
Chad approved.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah.
That's how we run it down. All right. Give me the. Has there been for you, like an incredibly scary flight, like one you'll never forget type of thing, or you know what I mean, or one of those beautiful flights where you saw something that you'll never see again while you're in the air?
I've definitely seen some beautiful parts of Colorado.
Okay.
That I'll never forget. Flying over Red Rocks, I remember that last fall with all the trees changing and stuff was pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
And then there's been some scary flights. I mean, out here in southern Wyoming, there were some bad car wrecks I've been on, and yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Getting into air medicine, you get called to the sickest stuff, the
Yeah.
scariest stuff. So I've definitely seen some crazy stuff.
I gotta say, man, I want to say, I don't know if it's the voice or your demeanor, your bedside manner. I think you would be very calming and soothing in that situation. Am I correct with that, Chad?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these guys, I get a little amped up and stuff like that, which is why they don't let me fly around with them.
Okay.
That they, are so even keeled, and you talk to our pilots, and they're just so mellow. They're like, "Oh yeah, we got this, no problem." And I hear about these stories, whether it's another helicopter crash in the Grand Canyon, and we were responding on that rescue, or a bear attack up in Wyoming, and a guy's, most of his face was taken off.
Yeah.
Those kinds of things, these horrendous car crashes, that these guys go on. Or, we had a horrendous car crash on Rabbit Ears, not this last winter, the winter before, 20 degrees below zero, and the guy is pinned under the car. Steamboat Fire Rescue did an amazing job getting the guy out, and working together with these guys to save the guy's, not only his life, but his leg too, and he's walking again. Those things are awesome.
Yeah, man. Seriously, like, you don't get enough praise. I don't know. I would say. I just feel like, and when I heard Classic Era, and I feel like you guys maybe came and did a little presentation for us at Rotary one time.
Yeah, I did.
And I was like, we've got to talk more. I mean, it's amazing, and I'm appreciative and thankful for what you guys do.
Well, thank you.
How about with fire season coming up? Do you guys get involved with that stuff as well? Do you help the
We can
patrols
be
out there?
on the first response.
Yeah.
We can go and do kind of a cursory look. So we bring up the incident commander in the area, and we do a lap around the fire. They can get a quick map of it, see what structures are possibly in danger, see what direction it's going, and really get a feel from up in the air.
Yeah.
Most of the time, after a fire is going for a little bit, a couple of days,
Yeah.
it kind of outdoes our local resources,
Okay.
in the areas, because they're all volunteer
Yeah.
departments. So then the federal resources start to come in, and once they come in, then we let them all handle it from their side.
Gotcha.
But we're just there to help a little bit. For
Okay.
Sure.
I feel like in that Rotary presentation, did you tell me, is there like a club or something that we can sign
You're
up
so
for?
close. There's a membership.
That's what it is.
Yeah, so we do have a membership. Aviation is really expensive. Helicopters,
Yeah.
to buy a helicopter is $3.5 million. And to have it medically configured, to have a flight crew on 24/7, 365, just the amount of equipment and their expertise is very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So the medical industry and the aviation industry are two very expensive industries in the States. We've combined them together. A flight from here to Denver is very expensive,
Right.
tens of thousands of dollars. So what we do is we have a membership program.
Yeah.
You can buy on that. In individual is currently $60. The prices will go up in July, so I recommend doing it sooner than later.
Okay.
By the way, hint, hint. They're going to go to $69 for an individual. For a family, it's currently $80. It'll go to $89. That's for a full year, and so they don't have any out-of-pocket costs for that medically necessary flight. No, it does not cover the flight if you're going down to a Denver Broncos game. Sorry. But that's
Right, dude. That's right.
but it does cover those out-of-pocket costs as long as they have health insurance.
Yeah.
So whatever health insurance, whatever the insurance company will pay, and most time insurance company, well, sometimes they pay a very small portion of
Right.
it. Sometimes they'll pay 50, 80% of the flight, and then there's still a balance bill
Sure.
on that. We really don't like to send balance bills, but we kind of have to. We're also legally obligated to. There's enticement laws out there that we can't just say, oh yeah, we'll fly you for free down there, whatever your insurance pays.
Okay.
So because we're legally obligated, it's that
Gotcha.
whole enticement thing.
How do people get part of that membership?
Check it out at classicairmedical.com. It's the
Okay.
easiest way to sign up.
Awesome. You guys, thank you so much for the time. Keep in touch. Maybe we get on
Yeah.
before the anniversary flight to remind people to show up.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Do we get a ride
hanging out.
if I come wave to you or anything?
Can we do a live broadcast from the helicopter in the air sometime? Can you set that up? We could probably do that.
Do it.
Classic Air Medical, you guys. Chad Boudre, he might be French, Nickershaft. Thank you guys so much,
thanks.
man. Come back and see us, and we'll
Thanks,
see you soon.
DC.
Our boys hang out. Nico, what's up, buddy? We'll talk to you guys soon. Hello, Steamboat. We'll be right back. Hello, Steamboat. How you doing? Got a new show for your viewing. Having breakfast, just keep chewing. And with your support, we'll be cruising. Hello, Steamboat.
After all the jacks are in the boxes, and the clowns have all
What's going on, everybody? My name is Nick Lagorga. I'm here practicing another song for my show on YouTube, Good Morning Acoustics. You can follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Acoustics, or you can give me a like on Facebook at Good Morning Acoustics. Thanks for watching.
Hello, Steamboat is recorded live from the Chief Theater.
Hello, Steamboat. Me, TC. How was that? Classic Air Med. And Chad, his son Nico, my boy Cooper, thick as thieves, the two of them. And you throw in that Keller Franco, three's a pack, right, Rick? That's dangerous. I'm sure they've been separated in class and Boys and Girls Club numerous times. But we've been discussing, we're thinking about a Boys and Girls Hello Steamboat show. So Selena Taylor, or anyone in Boys and Girls Club, let's get this together. I want to have Cooper and Nico and Keller maybe host a show. You bring the Boys and Girls Club down and fill the audience and let them see how the kids do what they do. That's just an idea we're putting out there. And we want to get our nonprofits up here so you guys remember. HelloSteamboatShow@gmail.com. If you're interested, you want to be a sponsor, you want to stream live on Facebook and YouTube and tell people what you do and who you are, let's do it. Reach out and we'll make it happen. Happenings, I told you guys I'd give you a little bit. It is Friday, so you can always check out your Explore section, I believe, and see what's going on. But I like to get right into the happenings and let it be known. Hey, it is Friday. I want to get to the music. Rick St. Pierre, Willie Samuelson at Three Peaks Grill from 6 to 9. That's Friday Night Live Jazz, people. The Morningside String Band, they're going to be at the Press from 8 to 11. Craig Thornhill and Bob Schaefer of the Morningside String Band will be playing electric mix of acoustic originals and covers. And then you got Cabaret. Whatever floats your boat, baby. Here at the Chief Theater. First show at 6, second show at 9. Get here a little early. Hopefully you upgraded to your VIP ticket so you get the swag bags and cocktails, meet and greet with the crew. That could be cool, and the cast. And then, as we mentioned with Andrea Cordes, my favorite choreographer, adult hypnosis show starring Michael C. DeShalit. That's going to be at the Steamboat Springs High School from 9 to 10:30 tonight, and it's an after-prom committee fundraiser, so if you're interested, I bet you could still pick up a ticket and be a part of the show. Maybe not, I don't know. Reach out to Andrea Cordes, check her out on Facebook, and let her know if you're interested. Alpha King Night is playing at the Old Town Pub and Restaurant. They are acoustic shredding southern rock and roll. Members of the Dirty Birds and the Congress join forces to play. And then Zolofit Schmiggities, established in 2009, they've become a premier act in the Colorado music scene, loosely described as psychedelic reggae rock. Kind of would like to see that, Rick. That could be cool. So check out your happenings, you guys, in the Steamboat Pilot today. See what's going on this weekend. See how you want to get involved. As always, I want to give our shout out. Can we get our shelters home? You hear anything? You know anything? Seen anything? Give a shout out. Reach out to the Steamboat Springs Police Department, 879-1090, and let that be known. I'm still shocked. We don't get it. I don't understand it, but we're going to make it happen. I wanted to, hey, Mayor, can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Hey, here's my little football update. 1, Steamboat Springs Youth Soccer Academy, U9 and 10 boys started. Last night we had our first game. 3-2 loss to Team 6. We are the Steamboat Stars. Let me give it to you real quick. Told the kids I'd give them the roster. I got Cooper Malia in goal. Love that kid. He's going to be a tough one. In the back, I got Valentin, Mateo, and Indy. And then in the mid, I had Carter, Torben, and Marshall. Up front, I got Cooper Counts and Noah. Incredible, okay? And Cavett, who was there, I got to sit down with Mom. First match, and she had a meeting, and he had to leave. He's my little spark plug. He could be my Messi, my Isco, my Iniesta. I like this Cavett kid. Love what his potential is going to be. So that's my squad. We lost 3-2, but we had a good showing for the first game, and I'm pretty excited for the future. Assistant coach Matt, magic, buddy. Way to keep me focused, because I get in my own head sometimes, and I got to remember, let the kids have fun. That's what it's all about. On the adult side, you guys, MLS. You were here with Joey Rend, if you remember, when we were talking about this on Monday, when practice was going to be starting on Tuesday. But we were talking about how the MLS is working, and it should be a feeder thing. Hopefully, some of our guys can show well, make it over to Europe or France or across seas, anywhere, Germany, whatever. But Wayne Rooney, you guys, from England, coming to MLS. They got him signed, going to DC United. Now, for anybody that's a football head, you understand Wayne Rooney is their man. He reaches down, gives them a bit of how's your father, you know what I mean? The guy's the leading scorer in English national team history right now. and he's coming to play in MLS for DC United. So kudos, MLS. Love to see those guys getting over. Here's another thing I want to share with you guys. I'm going to call it the Clow Adventures. If you know that name, you know who I'm talking about. She is an amazing lady, and I wanted to bring her efforts and stories out about how she's always trying to help animals and rescue, and she's doing great things for nonprofits. Listen to this. I said, hey, Clow, you want to come on and do a little Clow Adventures time with me? This is what she wrote me. I believe I have permission to read it. Haha, all things Clow Adventures. Here's how my day has gone. I was late to work, so I ran up the stairs to the office. If you've been to the Winter Sports Club at Howson, you know those stairs. It could be tough at times. She apparently lacked coordination, tripped, broke a bowl of oatmeal and blueberries on the stairs, and then landed in the mess. Yeah, her coworker found her sprawled and stunned on the stairs. That was a start. Now this gets better. Pay attention. Mom, listen to this. It's funny. This is what she wrote. I quote, I was working on a training session with the pig. Okay, you guys know Trip is her pig. Three-legged pig, by the way. She's working on a training session with the pig at lunch when a freak hurricane rolled through Steamboat. You guys may remember. I'm not kidding. It was sunny one moment, cloudy the next, then boom, huge hail and a typhoon of wind. The pig is looking around confused, and then this wind tunnel knocks over scaffolding, throws a piece of plywood into the air, splits the plywood in half, throws two halves into my car. The pig looks at me, starts screaming and running in circles. I'm trying to call him and get him to come inside. I learn that I am not, in fact, the leader of my little herd because Trip saw Piper, my dog, ran to her. She took off away from the tornado of fear and hid them both under a car. Needless to say, I was trying to train him to come into a new building. Methinks he will never enter that building again now that plywood has magically been thrown at him. She said we didn't maybe want that chaos on the show in the morning. I disagree. I'm sure any of you listening, you maybe choked on your coffee or spit up a Cheerio. That's funny stuff. I need more Clow Adventures. We'd like to keep that series running because that's good stuff. I appreciate it, Clow, and yeah, I'm going to make sure it happens. I got one more thing here. A friend of mine said, Tony, you were questioning yourself about your racial sensitivity issues. Could you delve into that a little more? Fine. Here's what happened. Came in here. They're setting up for cabaret. I see a box on the side and it says blacks. Threw me for a loop. Why are there blacks in a box? Didn't make sense to me. I wasn't real happy. And in my head, I'm like, am I overthinking this? And then I got to thinking, Black Sunday. My first thought is, way, sale. I'm like, what do you mean Black Sunday? Is there White Wednesday or Red Thursday? I never really got it and didn't understand it. Another one, good guys wear white. There's some type of connotation going on there? Is there? I'm curious because there's some new movies coming out and it looks like a lot of bad guys are wearing white. It's just what I'm saying. It's what I'm seeing. It's what I'm feeling. I don't know. So that's what I got for you today, guys. Hello, Steamboat. Oh, yeah. Fine, Harvey. I know you're going to watch and ask me. Yeah, the Red Sox got a game yesterday. They won, I think it was like 5-4. Stopped the Yankees winning streak. The Rockies lost, unfortunately, in Milwaukee as well. So we'll see what happens next. But I feel like the Yankees are going to be able to pull this off. Hopefully they stay right up there. Players' Championship going on in golf. Tiger, he's even, 69th. Remember I told you to watch the 17th, the 12th, and the 17th? Look at those holes. You guys, 24 balls in the water on the 17th in the first round. The most since 2007 when there were 50. Crazy. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week with a fun-filled show. Hopefully we wake up the DJ early, get that beatbox going. I got mad lyrics to spit, and maybe I'll throw out a freestyle or something for you. Have a great weekend. Send us your notes, hellosteamboatshow@gmail.com. See ya.